Hey friends and yoga family, this video is coming from India. I'm at the beautiful and ancient and sacred Somnathpur Temple, which is about an hour's drive away from Mysore, where I'm studying. So I thought this would be a really fantastic background for today's video. We're going to do more of a Hatha flow, ironically, not Ashtanga or vinyasas. If you have anything wrong with your hands or wrists or shoulders, this is going to be a really friendly video for you. No chaturangas, no vinyasas, just a gentle Hatha flow, kind of based a little bit more on stillness and breathing at your own pace, slowly and steadily. So I hope you enjoy the different change of pace today. So we're going to start in mountain pose, Tadasana. Take your feet open a good hip width apart. If you imagine two of your fists between your big toes, that will give you about the width of your hips. Look down and make sure the feet are parallel. Maybe the second toe is pointing forward. You might feel a little bit pigeon-toed, that's okay. Right up at the top of your mat. Root down through the four corners of your feet, your big toe mound, your baby toe mound, your inner heel, your outer heel, and start to lift everything upwards. Your kneecaps, your deep pelvic muscles, your abdominals, your heart, the crown of your head. Just start to breathe deeply through your nose. Inhale, take shoulders to ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. Inhale. Exhale, releasing tension. Again, inhale. And exhale. Bend your knees enough to make a little table or a shelf for your elbows to rest on top of. Lightly interlace your fingers and just let your head fall. Start to explore how your body feels today. Maybe the hips are a little bit higher, the head and shoulders a little bit lower, giving the spine just a little bit of a lengthening. Notice if there's places of tension. Maybe your body feels pretty free today. Slip off the knees and hands grab onto opposite elbows. Keep your knees really bent. Don't worry about stretching the hamstrings. You can stay still, or it might feel good to sway around a little bit. Give your head a little shake, really tractioning up the back now. Plant the fingertips right beside your feet, everything in line. And then step your left foot back into a lunge. Curl those toes under, the heel is lifted up. Come right up onto your fingerprints and lift the chest so you're not resting on top of the front knee. If you need to, you can wiggle that back leg back so the hips sink down. If this feels too intense, just drop the back knee. Start to explore the legs and the hips. At any time, if you need a rest, of course, take a rest. You can stand, or sit, or take child's pose. Press into the left palm and take the right fingertips high. Take your eyes towards the top hand. Just gently wake up the back and the spine. All right, find strength in your legs here. Press into your feet, draw your belly button in, and take your time. Take a few breaths to slowly rise up. It's okay if you feel a little bit wobbly. Keep the twist through the waist, the chest open, stay nice and low in the legs. Turn your head and try to gaze towards those back fingertips. Keep the breath smooth. We'll slowly turn to face forward. Take your time. Bring your eyes to a point on the floor in front of you, reaching up through the fingertips, shoulders dropping down away from the ears. Try to keep that front knee stacked right on top of the ankle. From here, we'll take it to Warrior Two. Drop the back heel down, opening to the side through the hips, the shoulders, gazing to the right hand. From here, let's take it to a side angle pose, Konasana. Drop the right elbow down onto the knee. Take the left arm alongside the ear and imagine one long line from the left foot to the left hand. Roll the ribcage open so the heart starts to face upwards. And if you can, gaze towards the left hand. Pressing into the feet, find the strength of your legs. Come a little bit higher if you can. Engage your core. And then if you can, lift up that right arm so your arms are parallel. Gaze between the hands. Drop both shoulders and shoulder blades down the back. Take one more breath. Inhale, come up. Make the feet parallel and grab the waist. Inhale, look up. And exhale, fold forward. Bring your hands to the ground. If you can't take your hands to the ground, you can take your feet wider or put your hands on the blocks. Inhale, look up. And exhale, draw the crown of your head towards the ground. Relax the neck. If the palms are flat, bend the elbows. Maybe play with tipping the weight into the toes a little bit. On your next inhale, look up just to a flat back, halfway. Exhale, stay here. Take the hands to the waist, draw in your belly button. Inhale, come all the way up. And on your exhale, come on back to the front of your mat and find that same Tadasana, mountain pose again. So we're going to repeat the same sequence on the second side. Feel the feet, root down and lift up. Inhale, shoulders together. Exhale them back and down. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Bend the knees, elbows rest on top, head drops down. Just find your breath here. If the elbows slip off, see if you can rest your chest on your knees, your belly on your thighs. Just let the top of the body get long and heavy. Plant your fingertips beside your feet, and this time step the right foot all the way back to find your lunge. Again, check that that front knee is right on top of the ankle. It's a nice safe position for your knee. Rising up onto the fingertips, energize your back leg. Lift the back of the knee up to the sky. Press the right palm down firmly into the ground. Twist, open your chest, stack your shoulders, left fingertips to the sky. Gaze up. Find the strength of your legs and your core. Take your time, slowly come up. Turn the head, gaze towards the back, fingertips. Keep the breath calm, the legs and core strong. Very slowly make your way back to the center, parallel arms. Palms face each other. You should feel a little bit of heat in the legs now. Shoulders, the neck relax downwards. Squeezing your tricep muscles to straighten the arms. Virabhadrasana B, Warrior 2. Drop your back heel. Sink a little deeper. Open through your hips, thighs, chest. Gaze at the left hand. Ardha Chandrasana, side angle, elbow to the knee. Of course, you're welcome to take that left hand all the way to the floor if you feel like you want to go a little deeper. Roll open so the heart starts to shine upwards. Gazing to the right palm if that feels comfortable. You're welcome to stay here if you like. Push into the feet. You might need to come a little bit higher. Extend the left arm. Arms are parallel. Shoulders are soft. The breath is peaceful. One more breath. Inhale, come up, parallel feet again. Exhale, hands behind the back, interlace your fingers. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold all the way over. This time let the hands gently fall away from the back, opening the shoulders. Use an inhale to come all the way back up. And on an exhale, come back to mountain pose and wave to all the people behind. Rooting down through the feet again. This time hold the waist. Inhale, look up, lengthen. With straight legs as much as possible. Exhale, fold forward. And if you can, hook your big toes with your first two fingers. Inhale, look up, lift the chest, lengthen. And exhale, use your arm and core strength to draw yourself all the way down. Drop the head, relax the neck. If your hamstrings or your back feel tight, just bend the knees, or maybe don't grab the toes. Breathe into the back body. On your next inhale, just look up halfway. Exhale here. Take your left hand to your waist and bend that left knee, bringing all of the weight into the left foot. Stand up and try to bring your right foot with you. So you might keep your knee bent, or you might straighten your right leg. Find your balance. Draw the navel in. And keep the eyes focused. Look at one point on the floor out in front of you. And if you wobble or fall, don't worry. Just come back up. We're going to release the right foot and try to take it to warrior three without touching the ground if possible. And bend the knee or just swing it straight back and try to make your entire body parallel with the earth. You can reach your hands behind like I'm doing, or take them out to the side like an airplane, or maybe out in front. You want to think about trying to drop that right hip down so the pelvis is square to the earth. Back foot is flexed, and those toes point down. Hopefully you don't have flies buzzing around your head like me. We're going to take it to half moon from here, Ardha Chandrasana. Left fingertips reach for the ground or for a block. Find the right spot where you feel somewhat balanced, and then open your hips up to the side. So now with your flexed back foot, the toes are trying to point upwards. Open your chest, stack your shoulders, and reach the right hand all the way up. If you feel balanced enough, turn your head and gaze up. Gaze down, bend your left knee, step all the way back. Big long step, find warrior two legs. Once you're there, turn the palms upwards and take a peaceful warrior. Left hand goes high, the right arm might float in the air, might rest on the leg, or binds behind the back. A version I like lately is bringing that other hand into the heart center. Inhale, come back through your warrior two. Exhale, straighten your front leg for triangle. If your stance is a little too long, mine is, step in closer so you feel stable and comfortable. Inhale, reach over your left foot, keep your legs straight. Exhale, float your hand down, might land on the shin or the ankle or the floor or the foot. And open up and gaze towards top hand. Try not to lock your knees, get a little bit of softness, especially in that front knee. Your face is soft, your expression is relaxed. Gaze down, come up with one big inhale, and exhale it to the front of the mat. Feet hip width, Tadasana. Same sequence, Second side. Holding your waist, inhale, look up. Straight legs. Exhale, fold forward, hinging deep from inside the fronts of the hips. Again, you could grab big toes, or if you want to take a different version, you might take your hands behind the calves, or step on your hands, whatever variation of Uttanasana or Padangusthasana you prefer. Inhale, look up and just lengthen one more time. And then exhale, fold deeply. Maybe a little deeper than the first time because you're slightly warmer. Let the head fall. The shoulders soft. Try not to create any additional tension in a posture that you don't need. Listen to the soft sound of your breath as it moves through your nose, throat, chest. Inhale, look up. Exhale here. This time grab your left big toe. Bend your knees as much as you need to and take your right hand to your waist. Use an inhale to come up, or maybe it takes you a couple of breaths. And if you lose the foot or fall over, just make your way back up here somehow. Find your balance. You want to extend the left leg, that's an option. Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3, let go of the foot and try to swing it all the way through, becoming parallel with the ground. Arms your choice. Hips trying to become square. Back foot flexed, toes point down. Find a good placement for your right fingertips. Ardha Chandrasana, open yourself up to the side for half moon. Maybe look up. Look down, bend your knee, giant slow motion step back, land softly like a feather. Warrior 2, turn the palms up. Peaceful warrior. The back hand, your choice. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, straight leg, shorten stance if you wish. Inhale, reach over your right foot, Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle. Exhale, bring the hand down to the best place for you. See where it serves you best, where you're really comfortable and safe. Gaze up. Look down, inhale, rise up. And then exhale, come back to the front of the mat. But this time, let's just take the feet right together. Touch the big toes, Samastiti. We're gonna do some balancing now. We'll stand on the right foot and lift the left foot. Bring your left foot onto your right ankle or up to the calf. Or you can grab hold of your ankle and bring it right up to the upper thigh above the knee. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. And gaze at one point. Slowly take the arms up overhead. You can press the palms or let the arms open. If you want more challenge in your balance, gaze up. Let the right arm only drop down behind the back. Bend both of your elbows and see if you can reach the fingertips close together. Or maybe they touch or connect. You could use something to connect your hands if you want to. Now bring the left hand behind your back as well to meet that right hand. You can take prayer behind your back. or press your fists together, or grab onto opposite elbows with your hands, whatever works. Take a small step back now with your left foot, maybe 2.5 feet. Your back toes are turned out just a bit. Your hips are square and facing forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Try to keep your legs straight and your spine long. Don't worry about how far down you go. Come up slowly with an inhale. Exhale, release your arms. From here, we'll try a rotated triangle. Inhale, left hand high overhead. Twist from your waist, torso to the right. Exhale, bring your left hand down. Could be on the shin, ankle, or foot, or outside the foot, on the floor or on a block. Slowly open, shoulders and chest. Right arm all the way up. And try gazing towards the top hand. Make sure you can still breathe. Getting a bug bite as I'm filming. Use an inhale to come all the way up. You're going to swivel open, parallel your feet so you're facing the left. And then come on back to the front of your mat. Let's try that. Stand on your left foot this time. Lift your right leg up. Foot on ankle or calf or upper thigh. Hands in prayer in front of your heart. Vrikshasana, the tree. Slowly, arms rise up. You choose what they're doing up there and where the gaze is. Left arm drops behind the back. Both elbows bend, and we'll just see how close we can get on this side today. Think about pointing that top elbow up to the sky, gently leaning the head back into the arm. Let's take the right arm back to meet the left arm in prayer or whatever works. Small step back, 2 feet or so, dropping the right heel, turning out the toes. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward, Tadasana. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release the arms. Rotated triangle now. Inhale, right arm up. Take your little twist towards the left. Exhale, bring the hand down to wherever it suits you today. Open up, Paravrita Trikonasana rather. Knees at the top of your nose. Gaze down, inhale up, and then exhale back to the front of your mat. Inhale, sweep hands high overhead, press the palms and gaze up. Exhale, big wide arms, slowly swan dive down, lead with your heart, hands to the ground. Inhale, look up, lengthen, lift the chest for a flat back. Exhale, step or jump back to plank pose. Hold, lifting belly button, lifting the backs of the knees, lifting the chest. Take a few more breaths. Slowly down into Sphinx pose, knees, hips, and elbows. Move your elbows forward a couple inches. So the elbows stack underneath the shoulders. Relax the top of your feet. Soften your legs and your glutes. Draw your belly button in. And then draw your chest forward and up, really opening your heart. Shoulders back and down. Softly come down. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Touch your big toes together. Inhale, lift chin, shoulders, chest and arms, strong, strong back. And then if you can, float the knees and thighs. Don't think of lifting up. Think of growing longer. Keep breathing. Release, press your palms. Inhale, lift up to cobra. Bend your knees and then exhale, find a child's pose just to rest and stretch the back, head down. Make your way up onto all fours. Spread through your fingers. Inhale, look up, lift your chin, drop your belly, arch your back. Exhale, round your back, tuck your chin, tuck your tail, look at your belly. Keep going. Inhale to look up. Exhale, round. Do a few more. When you're ready, make your way to downward dog, the only one we're going to do today. Hands are shoulders width apart. Feet are hips width apart. If your hamstrings are tight, you're going to bend your knees, no problem. Find the length through your back. Maybe the heels sink down, maybe they don't. Root through your fingers. Knuckles. Don't press your armpits down as far as they go. Find some buoyancy, some lightness in the shoulders. Gaze towards the thighs or the belly button. Stay for a few more breaths. Make your way to sitting any way that you like. Move the bum cheeks out of the way so your sitting bones can try to find the ground. Flex the feet forward, fold. Inhale, reach for the big toes, or maybe farther, maybe right around. Exhale, relax, shoulders, neck, arms. However far along in this posture you are, kind of reaching the chest forward rather than dumping the head down into the legs. We want length here. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Bend both knees. Bring the heels to touch and in as close as possible towards your groins. Grab the big toes with 2 fingers. Hair by bow. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Draw your elbows in and back behind the waist. Reach your heart and your chin to the front of your mat. Scooch to the front of your mat if you need to. We're going to keep the same legs. And then exhale, lay down on your back. Keep the soles of the feet together. The knees dropping open. Bring your hands onto your belly and just make sure it's soft. The shoulders melt into the ground. Maybe the eyes close for a few breaths. Let's take one more back bend. Bring the feet flat on the floor. Hips distance apart or a little wider is okay. If you want to do a bridge, fingertips to the heels. Lift up onto your shoulders. You can interlace your fingers. If you'd rather come higher and work on your upward bow, go ahead and plant the fingertips. Hug your elbows close together and slowly rise to the top of the head or all the way up. Try not to squeeze your glutes. Draw the knees close together. Don't let them splay wide. A few more breaths. Tuck your chin. Slowly come down and draw your knees into your chest. Gentle rock. Stay here if this feels like the right place for your back. Or if you choose, plow pose now, up and over, toes to the floor behind the head. Hands on ground or hands on back. Press the palms into the ground. And roll down. We're going to finish off with a sleeping pigeon and a twist. I'm going to take your left ankle across the right knee. Thread your left hand through that triangle space between your two legs and interlace your fingers behind either your right thigh or over the shin. Rest your head and shoulders. Keep your legs how they are, slip the arms out. Cross your legs more. Left is over right at the knees or the ankles or both. Open your arms wide and twist to the right. The legs drop towards the ground. The head turns to the left. Just relax all of your muscles into this twist. Slowly back to center for the other side. Right ankle over left knee. Right hand through the space. Catch behind the left thigh or over the shin. Let the hands slip away. Cross your right leg over your left leg as much or as little as you want. Open your arms wide and twist. Legs to the left, head to the right. Softly back to center, unwind, and just take dead bug for a few breaths before we rest. Arms and legs up in the air. Maybe rolling through ankles or wrists, working out any kinks. And just hang out. Get all the blood, oxygen and energy, all the good stuff back into our core. When you're done, hug the knees and make your way to a final resting position. Get comfortable, make sure you're very warm. Laying on your back in a neutral position. I like to take the feet wide and the palms up. Just let your eyes close. Bring yourself to peace. Let the body do a little bit of very important healing now. resting for as long as you want to. When you're ready to roll to the right side, bring yourself back to a sitting position. Try to always take a moment when you finish your practice for a little bit of gratitude. Giving thanks to your body for allowing you to do a yoga practice. Thanks to the earth and the universe for being so beautiful. And thanks to all of our teachers for teaching us what we know. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. I hope it served you. Namaste.
Yeah.